What is the deal with video on Pinterest? Is Pinterest becoming a video platform? Well, we're going to talk about these and some other things in this video. Make sure to stay until the end. I do have a free resource for you. My name is Teresa Toledo. I am a Pinterest expert strategist, and I simply love going through all of the changes Pinterest has. Yes, Pinterest is challenging. Pinterest can be really hard and overwhelming. But I am here to make it easy for you. Can you imagine waking up and knowing exactly what to do on Pinterest? Knowing exactly how to get more website traffic, views, and followers? Well, this is my job, and that's what I'm doing here for you. When we talk about video on Pinterest, a lot of folks are still thinking, wow, I have Pinterest now has video. Is Pinterest becoming a video platform? Is Pinterest becoming TikTok? Is Pinterest becoming, like I said the other day, a pin-talk-agram because it feels like, it's almost Reels and TikTok? Not exactly. So let's take a step back for a minute here. Back in 2018, Pinterest started with video pins. What the heck was video pins? And people were so resistant. The whole, especially the blogging community, was just like, no, this is not gonna work. Pinterest is a quiet platform. People are using Pinterest to find ideas. People want to click and go to the website. Why am I even going to put sound on the platform? Nobody's going to hear it. Well, for a while, we did a lot of those, animations, Canva animations. And because Pinterest really wanted video to perform and to become part of the platform, Pinterest was giving it an amazing push. So all of the early adopters who jumped in and started creating, and we didn't even know what we were creating or what we should create. We were testing, but all of those got amazing results. And those results came in followers, video views, an overspill effect, because every time somebody would interact with your video, they would see more of your other pins, and people would click on the other pins and go to your website. So website traffic, brand recognition, and more. This came up with story pins. And people were very reluctant. That was what, 2019, when they started showing up. And again, Pinterest was giving it a huge push. Pinterest was still testing. And the biggest resistance was because we could not add a link to it. They were not clickable. And we know that one of the superpowers of Pinterest has always been the fact that people will find ideas on Pinterest and click out of it to go to our website. So why would, especially bloggers and creators or influencers, want to create content that cannot be clickable? How would they monetize? Little they knew that Pinterest really wanted to push that feature. And everybody who jumped in early, who started testing, even though we didn't even know what we were doing, what we were creating, it was a moment in which everything would go. Those people gained tons of followers, tons of Pinterest views, tons of link clicks through an overspill effect, because the same way that it happened with video, every time somebody would engage with your idea pins, and idea pins are super easy to engage with. Idea pins now, they were called star pins. I will get to that. Other pins would be presented in the smart feed for those people. So it pretty much, it was a win-win, even though people were so reluctant. And we even had communities that were just, I will never gonna create this. I'm not doing this. I'm leaving Pinterest. Well, leave Pinterest. We will keep the views, we'll keep the audience. We have no problems with it, right? Really wanted to continue with that. That was a way also to get Pinterest users, pinners, to spend more time within the platform and not so much leaving the platform and coming back, because this type of content has to be consumed within the platform. In 2021, Pinterest renamed story pins, and they became idea pins. Well, I am so glad that it did, because story pins pretty much made everybody think about stories, Instagram stories. And they're not like Instagram stories, because you create and they stay in the platform. They don't disappear. That's the very first difference. And idea pins pretty much reflect much better what is the goal with those pins, because they were meant, of course, they want people to stay in the platform, but for creators to share their take, their ideas, to share inspiration. Remember, Pinterest is not social media. Pinterest is media, but not exactly social. Pinterest is a hub for creativity, inspiration, and ideas. Pinterest is a visual search engine, and Pinterest needs creators to create and inspire so the audience can benefit from it. Therefore, idea pins serve this purpose perfectly. Now, fast forward to today. What is going on with Pinterest? Pinterest just announced something that is really exciting because until now, we didn't really have many options of monetizing those idea pins or even other than, through an overspill effect. But now Pinterest has just shared the news that it will be, number one, creating a content creator reward system. We don't know exactly how it's going to be, but Pinterest mentioned spending $20 million in the system, which makes me think it could become something such as TikTok Creators Fund, which you create content and you can get paid for it if people like, view, and engage. Also, Pinterest is allowing us now kind of have a link on the idea pins, but it's not exactly a link. If you are a content creator, you're talking about a product, or even if you're a merchant and you're talking about your product, you can now add stickers that link to that specific product. You can add for each idea pin up to 5 links. And actually that's great because that makes those pins sort of shoppable. The audience can see the pin, see the idea that you're talking about, and tap right there, go to the website and buy. That sounds good. Also, Pinterest is starting to allow opportunities for us to let people know that that content is sponsored. And also, that sponsored content will be able to be promoted by your sponsor, which means it becomes easier to monetize the content you create. Is Pinterest a video platform from now on? Yes and no. Pinterest has been a video platform since 2020. 2020, we had we were getting over 1 billion monthly video views. That is intense. That is a lot, especially when people are saying this is not a video platform. Getting those views is huge. Also, as we see, Instagram now is a video platform. All of the platforms, if you want to grow, you need to create video content. And excuse me, it doesn't matter how much you want to pout. It doesn't matter how reluctant you want to be into adapting to video. You need video to get seen. You need video to grow. This is where we are going. This was helpful. Give me a follow, give me a like, drop in the comments what else you would like for me to talk about, and check the free resources that I'm dropping right below. Again, my name is Teresa Toledo, and I really want to see you reaching your ideal audience through Pinterest.